Donald Trump is creating a cabinet of TV and reality TV stars, and this should not shock you in any way. Let's get into it. Okay, so let me just go through a few of the people that Donald Trump has in recent days nominated for key roles in his administration. Sean Duffy, to be the head of the Department of Transportation. Now, I came to know Sean Duffy. He was on MTV Boston's Real World, I believe, one of the first, if not the first reality TV show ever. Those were the best reality TV days. And more recently, he's been an anchor on Fox Business Channel. Pete Hegseth. So yes, Pete Hegseth served in the military, but the way that people know him now is that he is a weekend anchor on the Fox and Friends morning show program. Mehmet Oz. Mehmet Oz is Trump's pick to run the Medicaid and Medicare administrations. Oz is a guy who, if you ever watched Oprah in the 90s or 2000s, you saw him sort of celebrity doctor, and then he went on to have his own show, right? I don't know if he's a reality TV star, but he's a TV star. Then there's the people who didn't have jobs like directly affiliated doing TV alone, but who are affiliated with the kinds of shows Donald Trump watches. Tulsi Gabbard, who's his pick for Director of National Intelligence, she was, until very recently, a contributor at Fox News. Tom Homan, Trump's pick for Department of Homeland Security, he was, until very recently, a contributor on Fox News. Matt Gaetz, Donald Trump's pick to be the Attorney General, constant presence on Fox News. J.D. Vance. How do you think Trump got interested in J.D. Vance as a potential VP pick? He saw him on Fox News. J.D. Vance did tons and tons of TV. So I think there's two important things here. First, the lens through which Donald Trump sees everything is cable and broadcast television. Now, yes, that is a little bit old-timey because cable and broadcast TV is dying, right? People who watch is going down. We know all these things. But Donald Trump's a 78-year-old guy. He's stuck in his ways. He's not watching YouTube. He's not watching TikTok. He's not watching Instagram. He's not really even listening to podcasts, I don't think. He's watching cable TV. We know this. He tapes shows and rewatches them. He live tweets about things that he's watching on television. The highest compliment Donald Trump can pay to someone is to say, I saw you on TV. He views people who are on television as smart and stars. That's how he views it. That's his lens on the world. One of my favorite Donald Trump quotes, there's two that I'm going to talk about in this video. So the first of my favorite Donald Trump quotes, because I think it's so revealing. In 2015, he had just become a candidate, and he was on Meet the Press. And Chuck Todd, the moderator, asked him, where do you get your military information? Your sort of, your thoughts about the military and national security more broadly. And Trump said, without missing a beat, and I'm quoting, well, I watch the shows. And by that, he meant TV shows like Chuck's show. That Donald Trump watched generals and former generals and military experts, and that's how he gleaned his knowledge and his views. That's the way he looks at the world. That is who the guy fundamentally is. So that's piece one of all that. So we should not be surprised at all of who he's picking. Piece two that shouldn't surprise you, or insight, something I think is revealing about these picks and what it says about Trump. Trump is, if you think about what he did in the 2 decades prior to running for president in 2015 and 2016, he was the star and the executive producer of reality television. That's what he knows. That's the world that he occupies. That's the world where he's comfortable. He viewed his first term, and I think especially his second term, in terms of the people he puts in, as effectively casting a reality TV show. He wants people who are good looking, are interesting, are good on camera, will say and do things that provoke people. That's what he knows how to do. He knows how to get eyeballs. He knows how to get ratings. He knows how to get attention. And he's going to prioritize people who know how to do that. Now, I said a minute ago, I've got two Donald Trump quotes that I really like. Oh, thanks, balloons. Two Donald Trump quotes that I really like that I'm going to go through in this video. So the second one, this is way back. It's like 1990, early 1990s. He did an interview with Playboy. I only looked at the articles. I didn't look at the pictures. That's not what he said. And he was asked about sort of his persona. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but he basically said, the show is Trump and it's sold out performances everywhere. I think that is so revealing about, again, he is selling the performance, right? He is selling the appearance, the attention that he can grab. Okay, so why does that all make sense as we look at these picks? Because for Trump, it's really, really important that you be able to be a good television presence to sell yourself and his agenda. And I actually don't think he's entirely wrong, given sort of the media environment that we live in, and the way people consume or kind of don't consume politics. You know, people like to watch people who are good performers on television. It's a skill, just like any other skill. And so being out there and having good surrogates who can kind of make a compelling case, Trump, for example, when he's thinking about like, who do I want to run border policy? He doesn't want some egghead, some professor who knows more about immigration policy than anyone in the world or the country, someone who worked at a think tank. He doesn't care about that. He wants a guy who looks tough, who sounds tough, and who can present a powerful case in a 3.5-minute segment on Fox News. That's what he wants. Now, do I think there's a blind spot for Trump in all this? I do, because I think the focus on cable and broadcast TV, yes, plenty of people still watch those things, but they are a declining resource, right? They're just, your ability to persuade people that way, I think, is going down. I think we saw that in the 2024 campaign. You know, I think he'd probably be, I hate to say it, but he'd probably be smart to put like a big YouTube influencer in a position of some authority, because that person would draw eyeballs on a medium that people are really watching. So look, we should not be surprised by this. The way Donald Trump views the world, again, is through the lens of television. People who are good, by his assessment, on television are good, are of value, are stars. He wants to surround himself with that. And then number two, he's a reality TV show producer. That's who he is in his heart. So he's going to pick people that he thinks make good TV, reality TV and TV in general. So none of these picks should surprise us, I think, in any meaningful way. And if I had to guess, the other people he's going to sort of fill out his administration with are also going to be proven television performers. I just don't see him picking people who either don't like going on TV or are not particularly skilled at going on TV. Oftentimes those things are very similar. But I think he's going to continue picking people like Sean Duffy, like Mehmet Oz, like Pete Hegseth, like Tulsi Gabbard, like Matt Gaetz, who are, like even in his own way, RFK Jr., who are compelling television. That's really, really, really important to Trump. And honestly, I'm here to say, I don't think he's totally wrong about that. I know people want to say, well, you got to pick someone with the deepest resume, et cetera, et cetera. You got to sell these policies. It's not just about knowing a lot. It's about being able to go out and sell to a wary public. Okay, that's it for me today. Fun fact, I had to record this video 3 times because I accidentally hit the space bar with my big elbow and stopped it mid-video twice. Okay, as always, I ask you to do 4 things. I ask you to subscribe to this channel. I'm really pushing to 50,000. Would love your support. I'm making videos every single day. So subscribe. 2, like this video. Just give it the old thumbs up. Easy. Just hit thumbs up. Number 3, comment. Do it for the algorithm. And number 4, tell 10 friends. And today's a good day to tell 10 friends because tomorrow is Friday. And you know what I do on Fridays? A live stream. Every Friday, I take your questions for about an hour around 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to try and do it consistently at that time. It's really fun. I enjoy doing it. We're growing the audience for that too. Everything's moving in the upwards direction. So thank you for your support. If you are already a subscriber, if you're not, I hope I've convinced you to sign on, and make sure to check out the live stream on Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Become a subscriber so that you get alerted to it when it does go live. All right, everybody, take care.